Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge, the hardest working man in comics.
Ryan Seymour, king of Comic Town here in Columbus, Ohio.
Boom! We're here.
Right, it's Thanksgiving week.
Oh my gosh.
The day after New Book Day.
What are you thankful for that comics came out first? Absolutely. Dude, there was a good bunch of books out.
Yes.
Yeah.
This doesn't even cover it, because there's ones like the new Punchline was amazing.
Yeah.
X-Men,
Yeah.
X-Force.
I put 3 back from my list.
Right?
Like
3. Our wall is full. There's 100 facings and pretty much all new titles.
Absolutely. And that's a good thing, okay? Especially when the books are good. And we want to help you figure out what books are good. So we've got our reading, our reviews, and our recommendations ready to go for you. So roll over, get ready for that big road trip to Grandma's house and grab these books because you're going to want them.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to want them.
Yes.
Okay, so on our Goodreads that you should read, we have all 3
Yeah,
the
they're
same.
all the samesies.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. This will run you about $14 to grab these. So where do you want to start? Where do you want to?
Well, we got 2 brand new ones.
Yes.
Let's do. You want to start with Once Upon a Time?
Yes, let's. This was a good read. Once Upon a Time at the End of the World. Kind of a long title, but it works. Creative team. This is where it gets a little tricky because you'll see a bunch of names here on the cover with a reason. So we have written by Jason Aaron. One voice across the whole thing. We have 2 parts. Andre Tefinki, I think. Tefinki, maybe? We'll hope for that. The first part is illustrated by Andre, colored by Lee Lowridge. Lee does a great job. The second part, illustrated by Nick Dragotta, and colored by Rico Renzi. Whole thing's lettered by And World Design. Really, really fun. It's chapter 1, The Tower in the Sea. What can we say? It's the end of the world when this starts. And I think once you read it, you go, oh.
Yeah. It's apocalyptic.
Yeah, very much so. I've never seen such poetry describing the locale of the end of the world.
Right. Like, Jason Aaron needs to start working for, major companies.
Yeah.
It's
Hallmark cards.
It's not microplastics killing fish.
No.
It's an iceberg of plastic, killing fish.
Yeah. Green toxic waters and all this. It
sounded
visceral.
Yeah, I'm like, oh,
visceral.
man, this looks... Can I visit?
I want to...
Is it 2025?
Yeah. It's too close. Okay, so this is, from this cover, potentially a love story?
Yeah.
That takes place at the end of the world. Survivors finding themselves... and trying to navigate what this landscape is.
It's like an apocalyptic version of that scene from Little Mermaid, Kiss the Girl.
Yes. That's exactly what this cover showcases. Whether or not this happens in the book, that would be a spoiler. We're not going to tell you. But I love the presentation of these characters. Okay, so who are you closer to? Are you Mace or Mezzy?
Oh, man.
Let's be honest.
Probably Mezzy.
I'm definitely Mace. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm so just pessimistic at best.
That's fair.
Yeah, they're 2 youngins.
They are. It's super sweet though. I really like the storytelling in it. You kind of get this coming of age falling in love story. Which kind of works. But again, you're in the apocalypse, so how good can that actually be?
Meeting your...
It says so much about their idea of preparation.
Yeah, that should be like an action figure.
Yes,
those should be when you buy it, you'll see it.
You'll know. I have to admit, the names of the different lands, I like it.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
Oh my gosh, it's the second story. It's the second 2-page story that really, because the first stuff, it's two young people meeting each other. They're meet cute.
Yeah,
and then. Bam.
Yeah, then you see what the end of the world is.
Yeah.
And So, yeah.
Does this take place in the same universe as The Goddamned? Are they bookends?
Wow. Maybe. That's a good... Jason, if you want to weigh in on that one, tell us things. We would love to hear from you. Okay, so we had that number 1. Let's sandwich. So let's go with number 6 of 8 Billion Genies. Again, this book is phenomenal. So Charles Soule, Chucky Soule, Ryan Brown are doing this phenomenal story. And the thing that makes it so great is each issue is an incremental jump of 8s. So, the first time it was like the first 8 minutes, and then you had the first 8 hours, and you had the first 8 days, and so on and so forth. We are now in the first 8 years. Wow. When you're talking about world building, that's a lot.
Things still haven't settled down.
Not at all.
Like, there are people clinging onto those genies and not making their wish.
Yes.
And we're starting to see...
There are repercussions to that.
Yeah.
That's a deep sort of like, wow. Yeah. Like, how do you deal with that?
Right. People making those choices, I'm like, oh.
Right?
Might not be my choice, but I fully understand based on everything else that has happened. Think about if every human being in the world got a genie, and you had one wish.
One. Just one.
How many stupid people are out there that will wish for stupid stuff that will cause irreparable harm to giant chunks of this planet?
Like for the sun to have sunglasses.
That one's actually pretty good.
It's super cute.
That is actually super really cute.
Big shout out to whoever did that wish. Yeah. But yeah, like just the landscape that they are surviving in. And I think that's the more interesting part is like this becomes so many different things. I mean, you look at Walking Dead and the idea of the different sanctuaries and Alexandria and whatever trying to survive against one another. Well, yeah, you would probably have something like that here too. Those people that still have their wishes all these years later, how does society look at them?
Right.
And is it
are they a
favor?
Is it a valuable resource or are they a danger?
Both could be true.
Yeah.
Both could be true. My favorite characters throughout this thing are the genies themselves.
They have a very unique personality.
They do.
And it's not like an evil wishmaster like personality. They're like, some of them are jovial and playful, like the one that was like, psych,
gotcha, suck up, like hilarious, absolutely hilarious. I think. So I thought before in previous issue that the wish to secure the bar was the most genius wish. No, superseded. That's the most genius wish. That wish, if we as a people did such a thing, we would be better.
Yeah.
We would be so much better off. And
that's true love and compassion for that group.
Huge. And for two characters that had been written off as just super selfish, what a move.
Yeah.
What a move. Like, absolutely brilliant. So, keep going. This is 6 of 8. So, only 2 issues left after this. It has been optioned, I think, by Amazon?
I believe so,
by Amazon. The thing that I love about that is because this jumps, they literally can pick, like, okay, instead of our, 1 through 8, what if we do 9 through whatever? Yeah. Like, they can do stories that we won't see in this, but still take place in this world. So, such a fabulous concept. I freaking love it.
Very true. Very true.
Okay. Our final number 1 of the Good Reads You Should Read. Doctor Strange, Fall Sunrise, Tradmore, Heathermore. Okay. We have thoughts. We have feelings on this. We definitely love Tradmore's run on Silver Surfer Black. It was innovative. It was freaky. All the good things. Knowing that he was doing Doctor Strange, you're like, oh, I'm on this.
Yeah, because what other character would that tripped out blacklight poster environment work best for?
It's made for Doctor Strange. However, whoever determined that this book should be relegated to regular size.
Held back.
Yeah.
Compromised from what it truly could be.
Yeah. You made a mistake. This is the book that you go the oversized piece. This has such intricate artwork that it's a disservice that it's shrunk down to regular size. You want to take the time to live in these pages. Like, this is art.
Yeah.
And
you just want to be pulled into it.
You do.
Because it's the story of Stephen Strange. He's in another plane of existence. And it's him trying to figure out where he is, trying to just wandering, taking it all in. Like we're taking in these panels. Oh my gosh. It's so gorgeous. I wish it was larger.
Yeah. Like every page should just be like a giant fold out poster that we can just read in that capacity. Like I would do it. You know, when you got like spreads like this, the amount of panels this is, and the work that went into it, like this should be blown up.
Yeah.
Like this is one of those few times where the work is so dynamic. But even if you just did it in like a treasury size edition,
that's what they should do. Like
yeah.
Right. So shops can order the regular comic size.
Sure.
And you have the option of ordering the oversized. And that way your guests can choose between the two. Make the oversized one super limited. Allocations may occur. And then let people, because this would be amazing as a treasury size.
Come on, man. Freaking dope.
I mean, not that it's not awesome as is.
I mean, it is.
Just,
but we wanted,
like that. You can see the clouds moving against the rolling hills.
It's beautiful. And then when you get to that one spread, when you turn that page and you see that spread, that at size,
right?
Like, wait, where are you? Come to me.
Yeah, right? Like that.
First of all, this should be a poster. Okay? Like, Marvel, what are you doing?
That's Jack Kirby.
Yes.
Is clapping from whatever
frantically
astral plane he is in right now.
Ditko, hat off. Like, my son. Well done. Yeah. Deserved. Yeah, this
right?
Now I want to say one of these characters appeared in.
They looked really familiar.
They did, okay, all right.
Yeah,
so
they look super familiar.
All right. So maybe there's a tie in there. But yeah, like that's the literal complaint that I have is that you have constrained this art to this small size. Shame on you.
When it is more grandiose. Yeah, bigger.
Mammoth. Yeah. Okay, so good reads that you should read if you have an extra $14 to your pull list. There you go. Grab these. Okay, on the must reads.
Yes.
We have two that are the same.
Yes.
One that's different. Let's start with the differences.
Yeah.
Please, if you don't mind, take us to the AfterShock lands.
Alrighty. New #1 from AfterShock Comics. Yeah. Fear of a Red Planet #1. Mark Sable, Andrea Olimpieri.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Damn, that book looks good.
It's absolutely gorgeous. Andrea's art just absolutely kills it. Dave Sharp is doing lettering.
Okay.
Lettering is also amazing. Who do we got on color?
Oh, that's all
Andrea. Yeah. Very, very good.
Yeah.
All right. So when people talk about like space westerns, most people automatically think of Firefly.
Okay.
This is a space spaghetti western, like in a Sergio Leone kind of way.
That's awesome.
Where it really is like a western story. It just happens to take place on Mars.
Okay.
There's workers that are kind of getting screwed over by the corporate boss, like almost like they're in kind of some kind of indentured servitude that they didn't really sign up for or didn't know they were signing up for, and they're wanting to rebel against the company. There's a sheriff that has to do the dance between keeping the company going and making sure there's not a full-scale riot, and that's where things start to really get interesting because there's a potential murder. There's people that want to they're miners. They've got rocks, they've got minerals, and the company's not paying them enough. But if they're not paying you enough to survive, then right?
What do you got to do?
So yeah, no, it's this super, like, you could transpose this story into like a 1960s, early 70s, like Italian-based, filmed in Italy, Western.
That's dope.
And it works amazingly. This story is so universal to different time periods. The sheriff, they're in a no-win.
I love it.
Because if you uphold the company, even though you know they're morally wrong at times, you're a bad person. And if you give in to the violence of the mob,
you're still a bad person.
Right.
Like, there's no wins here. None whatsoever. I love the artwork because it reminds me of Jean-Paul Leon.
Yeah.
And, loved his work. The late, great Jean-Paul Leon. Actually, from AfterShock, I did the 06 Protocol, but it was one of the ones that I had to put back just because of space.
Yeah.
That was a fun read, too.
Right?
Big shout out to you guys on that one. That was a good read.
Oh, man.
Super secret honorable mention.
Yes.
But that looks like a good one.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
Okay.
If you're looking for something grittier, something little...
Mark is a great writer.
Yeah.
Like, I dig Sable's stuff, like, a lot.
Yeah.
So
definitely pick this up.
Yeah. Awesome. I, for my money, did The Human Target, book number 9. So we're running closing this because what is it, or 12 total?
I think so,
So we've got Tom King, Greg Smallwood. People give Greg Smallwood his flowers, okay? It's hard pressed to find a better looking book anywhere than what he's doing. Like, it doesn't matter what he's doing. He could book a hotel and it's going to be beautiful just because. The story, okay, we're taking a twist now.
Ooh.
Okay, we're getting towards the end of things. It's kind of interesting. Paranoia is high.
Yeah.
Chris is, okay, so for those of you that haven't been following, Chris, the Human Target, was on assignment, right? They knew that Lex Luthor was a target, someone was trying to kill him, and inadvertently, Chris actually gets poisoned. And this poison is going to kill him in 12 days. We are essentially day 9 of this whole ordeal, and he's found out who orchestrated this and seemingly dispatched that person with his love interest and cohort, Ice. The problem is that person was not necessarily a villain. So what happens when that happens? When it is supposedly a good guy that is the architect of your potential demise, where do you stand? I mean, you're kind of like a spy for hire, if you will.
Yeah.
Your moral ambiguity is high, but this guy is supposed to be one of the tip tops.
Yeah.
Questionable. As you can see from the cover, there is a character that their presence in this issue is perfect. Absolutely perfect. That's all I'll say. It's perfect. And adds to the interesting twist of what this series possibly will be at the end. Like, Tom King is doing some wild stuff. His approach to these off-kilter characters, the Mr. Miracle, what is you, Adam Strange Adventures, hot.
Yes.
Hot. Dude will take something off kilter and just play with it. I want the Atom next, please. Thank you. Please and thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I got for you. Yeah. Okay. Going next.
Yeah.
Big shout out Image Comics, KLC Press, Donnie Cates, Ryan Stegman, Vanish number 3. Okay. We got JP Mayer, Sonia Obak, John J. Hill. You had a very interesting description for this, and I dug it.
Yeah, for whatever reason, when I was reading this issue, it hit me that I was like, this is grown-up Spawn. Not that Todd McFarlane and Spawn, which hundreds of issues that are out there.
Yeah.
It's really, really good stuff. But there was just something about this that, like, the 13-year-old me was like, yeah. Because it takes that violence, ratchets it up.
Yeah.
It's got the revenge vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It's... I wonder if it's because Cates is Cates.
Right.
That gives him a little more leeway to push boundaries.
Okay.
Not that Spawn doesn't have...
I mean, it pushed a lot of boundaries.
Yeah, Ice Cream Man. Yeah.
I still don't like... Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't trust ice cream machines
at all.
or drivers.
At all. Okay, so to that point, though, is it the fair comparison to say Spawn, Michael Jordan, Vanish, potentially LeBron James? It's going to stand on the shoulders of what Spawn did as a foundation and go, oh, we can push this.
Yeah.
Because this opened the doors, we can push this and go into this space. And
I can see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I totally agree. Like, when you said that, I was like, ooh, that's a really interesting comparative. And I can't say that it's off.
Yeah, and you noticed...
Oh, yeah.
The special thank you section.
Yeah. It starts off with Todd McFarlane. So, and you can just be like, oh, well, it's an Image book. And so obviously they shout out Todd McFarlane. Oh, but wait. We go on to have Nick Cage, Kurt Russell, and Voldemort acknowledge this. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, we read all parts of the book.
Yeah.
Okay. We get into it. Stegman's pencils on this, man, he's literally one of the best of our age.
Yeah.
There's such an energy and sense of movement to his pages. The design of it, all of it is great. There's a texture.
Yeah.
Especially when skin bubbles.
Yeah. And the cape movement.
Oh,
that's just
super dope.
Yeah. Just flowing. and
Gotta
the
love
blood.
that.
Like, there's a lot of blood in this issue.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
There's a heap and help in a human juice. Is that?
No, it works.
It's technically correct.
It definitely works. I definitely appreciate the scale that my man goes to. Like, when he's decided that he's gonna kill you,
He's gonna
he's gonna do it.
maximum effort,
Like,
because we're now a couple more villains
yeah.
into his revenge tour.
Mm-hmm.
Finds these twins he's been looking for that he didn't want to find this early because
Not yet.
their powers are stupid.
They're very high. They're very high on it. Which of the twins was the most scary initially to you?
I was terrified of the woman at first.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
then when I found out the power set for the dude,
That was
because
just
do it like was described, you wouldn't even know it was.
you wouldn't even know.
Late.
It was done. It was done, and you're dead.
Yeah.
You're done. It's done. Yeah, nothing you can do about it. Yeah, that's crazy.
Man, I can't wait. Like, we're seeing more like these little flashes of the other villains.
Yeah.
All right, based on what the twins were saying, is there?
Yes. Again, this is one of those things where, again, you're building on. Wait, is he mentioned in here? No. Interesting. Because I would say that there's some hints of the boys in this.
Yeah.
But again, something a little bit more like, if the boys and Spawn had a baby with Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I would describe this as. Yeah, bring that up at dinner on Thursday. I think that would be right. Hey, Grandma, have you ever heard of Vanish? I think you would like it.
Yeah.
Grandma, what was it like? Speaking of magic, Magic Order, Volume 3, Issue 5.
You don't mess with the family.
You don't. I mean, you think you just don't do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now here's the thing. Okay, if you guys have been following along, last issue, our sweet little niece, resurrected from the great beyond, has been accused of harboring some deep evil, and the Magic Order team member that is responsible for weeding out and eliminating such evils has decided, I'm going to take you out now while you're still weak.
It's their job.
It's their job. That's what they do.
Like, that's the Scylla and Charybdis this dude is stuck in between is I have to do my job. And that person is a moonstone.
Yeah. How do I deal with this? Rosie. Okay. So here's the thing. My favorite thing when it comes to Mark's writing is, again, it's not a question of if a person's going to get out of it. You go, how? How do you get out of this? Because there's nothing that, like, based on what you've got, there's nothing that should get you out of this situation. Yeah. They've put all the things in place. They've got the obstacles. They got you unlocked. When you yourself were the architect of your own downfall, when you're like, hey, so that nobody knows what we're doing, why don't you do this? And that comes back to bite you in the...
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, their art, as always.
Gigi is...
Yeah, Gigi, you're absolutely killing it
absolutely.
With the art. Valentina, colors, amazing.
Yeah.
Clem, keep on lettering. This is so... What I love about it, too, is it's that Doctor Strange sort of thing where the rules of magic aren't defined.
Right.
Like, sorcery doesn't... You can do different things with it, and it allows you, these characters, to just go crazy, and you can do whatever you want. But there are limitations.
Repercussions limitations. Hardcore.
And no matter how much I identify with the motivations of people, that doesn't mean that it's okay within the rules of this universe.
No.
And so you're having to walk that line. Oh man, God, that would suck so bad. Like your job is to find and eliminate malignancies and the earlier the better because it prevents things. Yeah, man, that sucks.
The only thing that sucks more than that is what Regan does to him.
Gives him the old fourth trimester. That's doesn't spoil anything.
It doesn't, but man, can you? Is there a person that you would rather be in that scenario?
God, let me get my Excel file.
Yeah, because it doesn't end well for anybody,
right?
In that mix, in that trio.
Mm-hmm.
But is there a person who might have gotten it a little lighter?
Oh man, I
almost
know.
think like he gets it the least. Like I have no idea how painful that is.
Yeah,
it looks like it might be painful, but to bloop, and then that you're like, oh man, like that sucks. Like they were just living their lives now, and they're
just relaxing at the home, watching Celtic FC on the telly, and then just all of a sudden, oh god.
I mean, I'm just saying. Okay, now this is very important, Mark, and we need your absolute honesty for this one. Is Ryan in this issue?
See, I wish my beard was
if your
fuller
beard was
at
a little
the
bit more
moment
full.
where I'd be like,
is he? Because there's a person here at the rehab facility that could possible.
In my arrogance, I was like, hey, that's me.
That's. I say claim it. Listen, because I claimed him.
Yeah,
I totally claimed him from the first series. So I'm saying that's me. So it's about time you got in here too.
Yeah.
Dude.
Why do the Moonstones all right, so there's some kind of magics that are bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why is that person allowed to do it then?
Because there are rules, man. And for every turn there has to be balance. For every light there has to be black. Like, I don't know. Like that's the only thing that I can describe to you on that one is that's the reason why they're allowed to still be.
Yeah.
Because they have to. But man, if it doesn't, it's a shame that they tempt the goodness. Mm-hmm. And the actual like Sopranos level drama of this,
right?
And I think that's the thing that's got me for volume 3. It is ratcheted up to Sopranos level drama. Mm-hmm. Like the first one was like this kind of crazy action thing. You're like, oh, that's nutty. You're like, wow. Now we're getting into like family dynamics and the way that the family interacts with other families and how that can be good, how that can be bad. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's good.
It's fantastic. Yeah, make this a show.
Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be a show, right?
It is. I needed to hurry up though.
Can't get here soon enough.
Like so bad. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I think that's probably one of the worst deaths I've ever seen.
Oh man, it's either that or the one I think was from the first volume.
Yeah,
where they were removed from existence
with the folding.
Yeah,
that wasn't okay.
Yeah,
that was one. I now have an intrinsic fear of that happening to me.
Right,
because especially because he was aware of it. Like, okay, this is what's about to happen.
Right. And then nobody knows. Like, does that happen? I
think that's worse. I think that's worse because you undid an existence.
Yeah,
like not just folded out of existence,
but like
rewound, put it back, and then burnt the evidence of it.
Yeah.
Like, no, none of it. Yeah, that hurts. Obviously, book of the week, $5. Yes. If you've got $5, that's the one to go for right there. Which is going to be a big deal because in his next book, Bite Club,
$1.99.
Like, come on, $2.
Yeah.
Mark is changing the game. He's challenging you right now to have no reason whatsoever not to pick up Bite Club.
And who do we got?
It's $2. Yeah, there's a beautiful ad in there. Super dope.
Yeah, and Juan Ramirez's art is also just amazing.
Yeah.
So, December.
Coming soon. Cannot wait. Yeah. Solid reads. We read, we reviewed, we recommended. We hope you like what we said, and if you did, give us that thumbs up because we want that. We want to see you like this, and comment below. Tell us the things that you read that we missed, or things that you agree with or disagree with. We'll chat with you. We
Yeah.
don't mind. Like, let's talk about it. We're thankful for you.
We do this every week.
Yeah.
So hit subscribe with the bell. Go in your phone settings and for notifications.
Say all the
and
time.
YouTube will tell you, hey, those jackasses are back.
We're howling at you. Oh, we read some books. Oh, we hear what we have to say. Like, we're all for that. So, till next week. Bye.